Hello, everyone. It's Twila Walkeden, Executive Director of the Weyburn Chamber of Commerce, and we are coming to you again with our Chamber face-to-face segments. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Matthew Warren. Matthew is the manager of the City of Weyburn, and welcome, Matthew. We're really appreciative of your time today.
Thanks, Twila. Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. So first of all, down to basics. City operation. During this time of COVID-19, of course, everyone's been impacted, whether it's businesses and individuals. How is the city faring through this, and how are you operating right now?
The biggest thing for us, Twila, is it's business as normal as much as we can. With COVID-19, it's difficult for everyone right now. But biggest thing for us is to make sure we provide those essential services to our residents, including garbage pickups. So starting on April 6th, we started to do weekly pickups again. Our recycling pickups are still every 2 weeks. We're still providing police, fire services. Landfill's still open. So majority of our services are still operating as normal. We've adjusted our staff plans a little bit. So we have people who are office workers from City Hall who are all now working from home if possible. And then we actually do rotational work as well for our parks, our facility maintenance staff over our leisure centers, and our public works staff. It's to protect our staff during this time. To make sure that we have an opportunity to still provide those services. So we have that staff plan in place until May 1st, and we'll continue to do reviews of our staff plans. Biggest thing for us is to provide high level service to our residents. During this time, it's really difficult, but we have to provide that to them, and to also make sure that our staff is safe.
Yeah, so like the recreation centers, the pool, Crescent Point Place, that's all closed. What about your offices?
Yeah, so City Hall, our offices are closed, so all of our facilities are closed to the public, but people are still able to talk to us, give us calls. We still have people delivering bills if they have to back into us. So all of our facilities are closed right now. We do have people at all of our major operational places for work. So a good example is I'm here at City Hall. We have office staff here, one office staff with me at all times at City Hall. Public Works, we always have someone at the front desk and to be able to answer those phone calls. For recreation facilities, they are closed right now. Our maintenance staff is actually preparing for the upcoming seasons, doing work they have to do in those facilities. For things such as parks, open spaces, all those things, we ask the public not to use those spaces during this time, just as a public safety issue. We haven't roped them off or anything like that. Some other cities have done that. We have chose not to do that, but just to tell people not to use that. Our pathways are still available to use. We want people to be physically active during this time, and just to follow the physical distancing within each other, which people have been following. It's been a really good thing that way. I've been on public with my family walking, and people have been really adhering to that as we go forward.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Of course, we live in close proximity to the pathway on 5th Avenue North, and it is a steady stream of families and small groups, obviously, and people do really respect that social distancing rule, and that's great. That's really great. So, City Council, obviously not meeting in council chambers every 2 weeks like they were, and so can you describe what's going on with respect to how City Council is meeting and what things they're discussing at this point?
Yeah, it's new normal for us, Twila. So we be doing online meetings now. So at the March 23rd meeting, council approved that we can go ahead and do that. So our next meeting is on April 14th. So we'll be doing a Zoom meeting. We'll be broadcasting that live on YouTube Live. It's a really good thing for us, actually. I think that we'll get more people who might watch our council meetings. We have open council meetings that people are able to attend. Usually not highly attended unless there's something a little more controversial that people want to come to. But now it's just going to be an online meeting. It's really good for us that way. So on April 14th, we are talking about some things coming up in regards to property taxes. I know some other municipalities have looked at deferrals for property taxes. Right now, our tax roll will be coming out to the community in May. Usually the deadline before penalties is July 31st. So we actually have a report going to council to look at different ways to do property taxes and to have deferrals where people won't be penalized. And so we're looking at potentially having it that people won't be penalized up to like maybe the end of November. That way they still have to pay their taxes in full, but no penalty during that August 1st time on. Also, you know, through council, they made a motion at the March 23rd meeting in regards to our utility bills. So right now, if you don't pay your utility bill, there's a penalty to that every month. And then also if there's a certain timeline, we do shut-offs for that. We've deferred those right now. So right now we're providing that opportunity for people all the way up to August 31st, that, you know, if you can't make those payments, we're trying to help you that way. So for us at council, we're not changing our meeting dates as right now. We still have full agendas for our meetings. We still have tender documents going out, RFP documents going out. For us, it's business as usual. And so we still have lots of things that we have within our budget this year for projects. And right now, it isn't the easiest for projects. Sometimes we can't find contractors for things, but we do have a lot of projects we want to get done. And going through our financial outlook right now, we are able to do those projects. So I know that there's some more RFPs going to council in the coming months that we're looking for approval. And we have projects that we already have approved this year that we're starting to do right now. So it's business as usual. We have a full scale of projects. The only thing that will hold us back is that if we can't have contractors available, or if anything changes on a provincial federal level, dealing with contractors that way.
Right. Okay. Well, and I'm certainly happy to hear that the city has that type of an attitude that business as usual is the way to go, because, you know, that's what that's doing is it's setting the stage for positivity in my mind. And, you know, the City of Weyburn's always had a very responsible way of managing the city, obviously. And, you know, we look at the city as leaders and to be motivated and to get through this challenge. And certainly we believe that City Council is doing that, and even just embracing new technology. And, you know, change is huge right now and everybody just has to adapt. So we really appreciate that. So is there anything else that you'd like everyone to know about what the city's doing during COVID-19, or any last messages that you'd like to give out?
Yeah, last thing, Twila, just for us is that we have regular contact with the Province of Saskatchewan, and it's really crucial for us as a municipality to have that constant communication with them. And we're following their lead through this. And I really think the province has done a good job leading us through this process. And the federal government as well, by providing grants. So what we try to do is once we have those messages, we go into our social media platforms, we get a hold of our local media and make sure that the most informed information is out to them. We want to make sure that people are hearing the right sources, and that includes social distancing. That talks about grants available for people. It talks about, well, coming up for Easter, there's messages came out through Easter, and the province is pushing for people to have virtual Easter celebrations, which I know is hard at this time. I have a family and a lot of family members who live here in Weyburn, and I know that's really difficult, but that's something the province is pushing. That's something us as a city are pushing. But we always try to tell people, follow that lead. That's where they're there. That's where the professionals are there. And this is a difficult time for everyone. And if we band together, it'll just make it so much easier. And I think the community's done a really good job of that. And I do applaud the chamber, what you guys have done as well, Twila, you know, getting the business sector involved as well. It's really crucial as we move forward through this. And this is something that hopefully ends soon, but it may not. And we have to continue to roll with the punches and prepare plans as we move forward.
Good. Well, thank you, Matthew. Thank you for the positive attitude, and thank you for the leadership that council is taking on this. And that's going to wrap it up for today. So wishing everyone down at City Hall and City of Weyburn to be staying safe at this time. Please stay tuned. Obviously, the Weyburn Chamber is here to provide support to our local businesses and our community in general. We like putting these face-to-face Zoom recordings together on Facebook, just to give you an idea of who's out there doing all the hard work and leading us through these difficult times with COVID-19. So again, thank you, Matthew, and we'll sign off for now. Have a great day, everyone.